Hi everyone, this is DJ Amanda, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a pinwheel. For those of you who don't know, this is what a pinwheel looks like. It's this fun little toy with these vanes here that spin in the wind. So you can kind of run through breezes with them and they'll spin, or you can just kind of have them for fun decoration. They're really great for spring, which is coming up and upon us now, and I'm going to teach you how to do it. So some materials that you're going to need. You're going to need a pencil with an eraser on it. You're going to need a pair of scissors. You're going to need some glue. You are also going to need a thumbtack. And you're going to need a bead of any kind. You can have a whole bunch for some variety to choose from. You're going to need to print off from the internet a pinwheel template right here. You can get this online, very easy to do. Just Google pinwheel template. And finally, you're going to need some paper. You can do a whole bunch of colors. It's going to be really fun. So the first thing that you need to do is get the pinwheel template from online. Once you get your template, you're going to want to cut it out, and we're going to use this for the way that we're going to make the wheels on our pinwheel. You can pick any kind of paper, any colors that you want. For our demonstration, I chose to do purple and green with these cool like cross-hatchy designs on it. Scrapbook paper works totally fine with this. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut out the template here and then use it on your piece of paper. And you're going to trace out the square and cut for the little flaps. So as you can see here, I have the square, which is the same size as my template. I've also cut out the flaps, and the middle is marked on this piece of paper. Right there. You can see the little dots. So you do that for all of your pieces of paper. I didn't cut the flaps on this one yet, but we'll get to that. So once you have your pieces of paper cut out, the next thing you want to do is glue. And you want to try and get as even glue as possible. So you want to make sure that you glue the two non-decorated sides together. So I'm going to glue the back of the green paper to the back of the purple paper. You understand? So normally I would recommend a glue stick. I only have liquid glue, so what I'm going to do is use this paintbrush to kind of make sure that I get an even coat. So you're going to start out by just going around the edges. You want to make sure that you get the inside of the piece of paper too for this, because like I said, you want a really even, like fully sticky piece of paper for this project. So it's alright for you to just kind of go ahead, just make like a bunch of little designs. It's really fun to play around with glue. And then you're going to take your paintbrush here, if you don't have a glue stick, and just really spread out the glue nice and even. Make sure that all the surfaces are covered, everything is all gluey. So as you can see, I've paintbrushed it, and now we have glue evenly spread out. Then take your other piece of paper, and we're going to attach it here. So make sure you line up all the corners, just so. Get it all nice and even. And once you've got it all set up, just go ahead and flatten that down. So once you've gotten it flattened, your piece of paper should look like this. Evenly glued, designs on both sides. Alright. The next step is to cut out the flaps for our pinwheel. As you can remember, in our template, these lines here are what you're going to be cutting along. So I've marked mine out on the green with the little dots here. I've also pre-cut them just so I can cut them again to make it a little easier. So we're going to take our scissors and just along the corners up to the line. So we're going to cut right there. See? And we're going to do this for all four corners. So that's 2 down, 2 to go. one more. Perfect. So now we have all of our little flaps cut out. Next, we're going to go and we're going to pin down the corners. So what you're going to want to do is take a corner. You don't want to bend it, so don't try and crease it. And you can pick whichever side. I'm going to turn them down on the purple side like this so that the green shows up. So just pick a corner. I'm going to start with this one and bend it down. And you're going to bend it towards that center dot that you marked so that you can pin it together, all right? So you're going to like skip every other corner. Do you see? So I did this corner, skipped one, did the next one. And we're just going to keep going down. And you can kind of start to see the pinwheel come together. And it's looking good. So now your pinwheel should look a little bit like this, with all your corners kind of bending towards the middle. Next, this is a little tricky, so it's okay to ask an adult for help. You're going to want to pin with your push pin the pieces of your pinwheel towards the center. So it's okay for you to kind of like start with one, get that hole kind of going, and then go from there. So I'm going to start by pinning the first one down, just so that I kind of have a little bit of a base going here. So, very carefully, I have pinned down the first part of my pinwheel. Then, the way that I've been doing it is just kind of like lifting it up, pushing down the second little pinwheel vein. I guess they're called like little veins. You can see here. And I'm going to pin that one down again, right there through the paper. So you see it's been pinned. And then we're going to do the next one. Right in there. Make sure you're careful that you don't get your fingers caught. I don't want anyone getting hurt for this project. So you pin it down. You can kind of see where the hole is here. And yeah, so we're pinning our pinwheel down together. You're going to have to get this last one in the hole. Got it. Okay. So the pinwheel is officially pinned. We have all the veins are looking great. The colors are fantastic. So this is kind of what we're at right now. The next step is to take our pencil, and what you're going to do is you're going to pin it to the side of your eraser. Not the top, just the side. So go ahead, carefully push your pin through to the eraser. Right. There we go. It's alright to kind of twist it a little bit to make sure that it's a little bit movable. There we go. So our pinwheel is looking awesome. Now for a little fun touch, what you can do is glue a bead. You know, give it a little flair right here on the inside. So the bead that I'm going to pick out, I'm just going to do this cute little pink star, kind of spruce it up a little, and you're just going to take a little bit of glue right here on the edge of the pin, put a dollop of glue there, and then you're going to take your little star and we're just going to glue it right on top. Perfect. And just let that dry for a couple minutes or so, and when it's done, you should have a fantastic pinwheel. You can like put them in potted plants, you can put them on your windowsill, you can run around with them. It's really fun. So I hope you enjoyed this activity. Thanks for tuning in. This has been DJ Amanda teaching you how to make pinwheels.